Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. My OXO Omelette Turning Flip and Fold Spatula, best paint spreading tool I know of. This is an 18 by 24 inch canvas. I'm planning on doing a fairly simple composition to begin with. Who knows where it's going to go, as will happen. I often change my mind about things as I go along, but I do have a color scheme in mind, and that's turquoises and neutrals. So I'm going to use some dazzling white to cover quite a bit of the canvas, I think. And some, that's deco-art, dazzling white. And some deco-art 24 karat gold eventually. I'll get that on deck. And I've got a little bit of, ooh, paint chip. I've got a little bit of golden Maple-Bling it from when I was a Colourarte affiliate that I might add in with this white just to make it more off-white. But I'm not sure how that's going to go yet. I just want a wet layer of paint on the canvas. Right into my puddle. And I hope it works. I really do. And I just mix it right on the canvas. I pulled out some Aztec bronze, which is going to be similar. Also some quinacridone nickel azo golds. We'll see how that happens, how that works out. In the meantime, I really need to get rid of those two specks. Okay, 4, but who's counting? I kind of like this off-white color, so maybe I'll do it again after I get rid of the 5th speck, which I really have no idea where any of them came from. But at least I'm seeing them, which is a bonus. I could have used the 24 karat gold, but it's nice and strong, so I'm thinking I'm better off to not. So I'm basically mixing my colors together right on the canvas. Looking for a sort of a mottled organic patina. Patina-esque? That's not a word. But I know from experience that I need something on the background, especially if I'm planning on mark making. And I might want just the slightest amount of something moist in this area. What the heck? I'll just do it to it. That's where I'm thinking about putting my turquoise. And the white might flush it out, but it's very strong stuff, so I'm kind of thinking I might get away with it. I don't necessarily want any of that gold in there, but I don't know if I care that much either. So my other colors, like I said, Aztec bronze and probably Cyan aqua. There's a very thin coat here, which is what I want. I'll even scrape some of it away. Put my OXO Omelette Turning Flip and Fold spatula upside down. This is the Vibrant Aqua. And I don't actually mind having it lighten up a little bit because it's very dark. Maybe we'll pull out, if I can find the Vibrant, yes, Cyan Aqua is right here. We'll see what the difference is. I suspect not very much. It's just that much lighter. I've got Crystal Cola and other things too. And that was probably more than I needed. But that's okay, I'll figure it out. Eventually. Now if I scrape up a little bit, then I'll have a more mottled look, which I liked when I started, but I'm not so sure I like it anymore. I'll probably change my mind again. I often do. It's the nature of the beast. Alright, so I've got a fairly organic shape that's not too square. It's almost time to wipe my spatula off. Or not. I had an idea when I started, it's sort of morphed away. This is Gloss Black from Meeden. I've sort of got this backwards, since I'm legitimately right-handed. Almost time to contemplate the quinacridone gold. Still using the scrapings happily to create a very patina-like textured area. I'm ready. I'm almost ready to see what's going to happen with the Nicolazo gold. I don't know what's going to happen to it when it hits the turquoise. Hopefully something good. Green. Should have known. Well, just so we don't have green again. Which we're probably going to get regardless. Lots of pressure. I think we'll come down. Take most of that paint off and use it. Now we'll take our residuals and Hopefully we'll get something right up through the turquoise. Question is, what next? I think it's going to have to be some black. Something's calling me to Anita's black metallic as opposed to my usual black. Now if I want that paint off of there, I can take it if I want it. But it's not really that bad of a color. I'm thinking about some of that gold. It's gonna still be the green problem. Maybe I'll flood it. I really used to love the golden maple. I'm really contemplating just putting some black down in random places and smearing it around right now. But I might start. You know what? I can always add that later. I want to try the Anita's. I keep being called up some purple, but I haven't quite got there yet. Let's give this a little shake. Kind of like that. I could go back and use the white also. The temptation is to spatula through everything. Could just be a stage one also. Still being called to some purple. Which honestly might be fun. I've lost most of my turquoise now. I'm going to take one of my tools. I can always smooth back through, but I want to sort of make an attempt. To balance things out somewhat. I want something smaller now. I've got small silicone or plastic. They're mostly silicone. Small heads, small spatula heads. if I make marks now and I put black over the top, the marks will be left behind, and that might be kind of cool. I might like that a lot. Now this has different sized teeth cut on each side, so I'm just going to keep using different sizes. I'm keeping drawn to the Michaels tool, and I'm going to go ahead and give myself permission. First, I want to do something with this. I ran out of time in the first half, and this might take a while. I'm really tempted to go ahead and use some water lily. And I'm just going to keep right on. You know what? I'm going to pull out a silicone brush. I'm kind of hearing the call to midnight shadow. Not sure about that. Kind of want to take the toothy tool and run it down and rough this up a little. Still craving that black. Definitely some more turquoise probably is in the future. But I was talking about the midnight shadow. So I'm going to look for it. I also have Payne's Gray, which might have been just as interesting. Now I'm hearing the call to orange, but I could still use the quinacridone Nicolaizo Gold. I'm going to go easy on that and grab my smallest silicone brush. This is really kind of interesting. I pulled out, oddly enough, some Rouge Violet. I gotta throw this in the bucket. If I don't, I'll be sorry. So I'm thinking the Rouge Violet is going to go pretty nicely with the water lily. And I still think so. I'm going to use it with a little bit more black. and stick with the schmutzed up. Wipe off my excess paint, maybe. Probably a good idea. After all that, and I still decided to go with the smaller tool. I'm still being called to orange. Since this is so organic, I can use my residuals pretty much anywhere. I might be tempted to just put a black line down and leave it. Maybe, maybe not. I can always drag something through it. Like another toothy tool. Graduated part. Now if I flip it around, it continues its pattern. I'm liking all of this. Too dry for me to make any marks, but we got the ones we got. And we can take advantage of the fact that I liked what I got. To make some more where the paint is still wet. Now if I'm going to do orange, I better do it quick. Because I'm really thinking that I like this just the way it is. I'm going to steal a little bit of this paint here. Put it right there. Now the orange can probably go right into my dish as opposed to right onto the canvas. Sort of continues the theme. Yeah, I did that right in the middle. Alright, well I scraped off a little paint, but I'm not too worried about it. I don't know if I need any more purple or not. I'm kind of being drawn to some, but I'm thinking that if I like it as much tomorrow as I like it right now, I might want to just wait. Because it's got all the patina I could want, really. Someday I might have to gesso. This is not that day. Oh, it lifted paint off. Cool. It's always fun to find ways to make new texture. And use the paint. It's very different than things I've done, but I like that about it a lot. I have a little bit of orange left. All about the patina. I'm really liking this a lot. I'm not sure which way is up, but I kind of liked it the way I had it. It's definitely going to need a top coat of something or other. Or not. I'm like that. There's enough just on new gloss varnish. I pressed the wrong app. There we go. Well, I wanted something with more neutrals and a little more subtle than usual, and I think I got all this. I think I accomplished all those things. It's more stripy than it is geometric, but that's really okay with me because I love this texture a lot. Let's see if I can light up that corner. It's very dark on that corner. Right here. But it'll be shimmery tomorrow when it dries. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the compliments that keep my morale boosted. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you watch longer or watch some of the commercials or make a comment, those things are all super helpful to me. My creative playlists are on my YouTube channel. And if you go to my YouTube channel banner, you'll find the PayPal icon. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links on my link tree. My community board will show you tomorrow's videos. If you have questions or you want the paint pouring recipe, ask me questions. It will. The paint pouring recipe is below Show More. When you click Show More, you're going to find my email address. Thank you for everything. Shop my Amazon link, please. You can buy anything you want from there. And my 2 books are there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, Volumes 1 and 2. Thank you again for being here. I love you guys dearly. You inspire the heck out of me. Bye for now. Priscilla out.